I was still holding the cardboard box when she shut the door in my face, not slammed shut. That was a real cruelty, quiet, intentional, final. Find somewhere else to die, she said. Already looking past me. Already imagining a future where I didn't exist. You're useless now. The house smelled like lemon cleaner and grief. Our parents' house, no. Her house, she insisted. $28 million has a way of changing words like our into mine. I stood on the porch long enough for the pain to harden into something cold. I let it. Cold keeps you alive. We used to share a bedroom as kids' bunk beds. Hidden snacks. Plans whispered after the lights went out. She was the bold one. I was the careful one. When our parents started the family foundation, I handled the numbers, she handled the speeches. I trusted her voice. She trusted my silence. That balance died with them. The will reading was fast. Polished, she cried on cue. Hugged the right people. The lawyer slid the papers forward and said the words that made her stand a little taller. House. Liquid assets. Sole beneficiary. She looked at me like I was already finished. What she didn't do was read beyond the headline. I noticed the shift the way you smell rot before you see it. My email access gone. Foundation accounts reshuffled. My name missing from donor thank yous I had written myself. Then came the message her assistant sent me by mistake. He's out. Transfer complete. I didn't confront her. I never do. I plan. First night. I slept in my car. Second night. On a friend's couch. Third night, a motel that reeked of bleach and old regret. Every night, I reread the will, not the summary, the actual document, page by page, clause by clause. Our parents raised us on chess and consequences. They never left money without traps. By morning, I knew exactly where the walls were. The house was hers, but only for life. She could live there, but she couldn't sell it, couldn't borrow against it, couldn't even change a doorknob without approval. The money wasn't hers either. It sat in a tightly controlled trust loaded with rules, milestones, morals, and teeth, and the executor was me. I didn't rush. I set the meeting for a Friday and let her settle into her new sense of power. I brought black coffee. I brought the binder she had never bothered to open. I watched her smile when the lawyer walked in. He laughed, not at me, at her. Did you even read the will? Her smile froze halfway. I felt the shift before I saw it. She went pale when he said my name, even paler when he explained my authority. Each clause landed like a deeper cut: compliance rules, charity schedules, ethics oversight, removal terms, and a morality clause triggered by elder abuse and forced displacement. She tried to interrupt. I lifted one finger, calm and steady. Let him finish. He did. Then he looked at me. I told her I wasn't removing her from the house yet. I told her the trust would still fund a modest lifestyle if she followed the rules. I told her the foundation would be audited going back years. I told her donors would be informed of governance changes. I told her her assistant's message was saved. I told her words matter. She laughed once, sharp and hollow. You wouldn't. I slid one page across the table, a resignation letter with her name on it, predated, conditional. Already triggered by what she'd done. Now we know who really ran things, the donor said later. When the board unanimously installed interim leadership, not me, the work. The quiet hands that kept everything running while she posed for the spotlight. The aftermath was clean and precise, accounts frozen, then reopened with rules. Press releases calm, then exact. The house still stood, but it stopped being a throne. The money kept moving. But it no longer answered to her. She didn't scream, she didn't cry. She just stared at the binder like it had betrayed her. It hadn't. By Sunday, I'd moved into the guest room, not because I needed it, but because the will allowed it. Because closeness is a reminder, because consequences should be lived with, not imagined. I don't hate her. Hate is loud. I chose silence. I chose structure. I chose to let the truth do the damage. Now, when she passes me in the hallway, she lowers her eyes, not from shame, but from understanding. Justice isn't loud. It reads the fine print.